Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew in the background here from Allegory Gallery, and we are in our home office um, with our lovely drapery background, the
Retro.
retro drapes. Hello, how are you all doing today? I see Harry is here. He's liked and shared already. Thank you so much, Harry. Um, So we're going to have some more of the tool buyout lots for you today. And if you are new to watching us and you don't know what that means, we have a number of people that we know for various reasons. Some are retiring, some are going through some pretty intense surgeries, and they are selling off parts of their collection of tools. These are mostly metalsmithing tools. Um, to either fund their retirement or fund their surgery or recovery time. So not only do your purchases help us get that stuff, but they will help them through us buying it as well. Um, so yeah, that's what we're doing. And we've been doing this for the last 3 days for these TB lots. And we've also had some other fundraisers and things. Many of these items, if they remain, will be moved into the Andrew Thornton D-Stash group. And if you are a regular follower of ours, who's talking? We got a kitten talking.
That's Gertie.
If you are a regular follower of ours and you'd like to join that group, you can search for Andrew Thornton D-Stash on or Project D-Stash. Andrew Thornton Project D-Stash on Facebook. But you do have to have a history with us to be in that group. All right. And there might be some other things that come up in that group. We do D-stashes there. We used to do them very regularly, and we're looking at getting back into them. So you can join that if you'd like. Marianne has joined in with us. Hello, Marianne. Thanks for being here. Norma is also here. Hello, Norma. Good to see you again. Suzanne is with us. Says, hello, William and AGB fam. I'll be on as long as I can. We're having torrential rain and lightning. Power is iffy, and importantly, the cats are scared. Yes. We are just starting to hear thunder here. It's nothing like what you're experiencing, I'm sure, at least yet. But we're hearing thunder here, and there are calls for storms coming through, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can stay going the whole time. We don't have a ton of lots for you today. It's not going to be a super long live because, one, we are sleep deprived. So we're going to try to get some actual sleep tonight. But before that, I have to go back down to the store and finish cleaning up the back room a little bit. I'm tidying up. It's not going to be perfect, but we have classes tomorrow, and Jen has to have some room to have classes tomorrow. So I've been doing it over the last 2 days in between customers and in between doing invoicing and all that stuff that I do. So I just have probably a few more hours left, maybe an hour and a half if I work hard and quick. And then maybe edit the Saturday morning tutorial tonight, depending on, because I have a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go to my other job for the day because I switched days so that we could work on the store. And I also have to go to the wood fire. We're doing a wood fire pottery class, and they are packing up the kiln tomorrow. So after my job there, I'm going to be driving right to the farm where the wood firing is happening. And they're going to have a sign-up list for a 6-hour shift that we're supposed to help with. And that's going to be sometime either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I work all those days, so it's going to have to be like a midnight to 6 a.m. And then I'm going to get like as much sleep as I've been getting lately and go to work. We have the Meet the Merchants party on Saturday. It's a nice little event where you can come and meet us and our neighbors, Cecilia Tattoo, and also Sensational Candles and Gifts. And you can meet all of us. You can also meet our friends from Roman's Pizza. They're going to have some food there. We have Simply Good Catering, and she's going to have some food and snacks there. And then we have Wandering Spirits, which is a liquor store that's all PA-based liquors. So they're going to be there doing tastings. So
Did you see the news about them?
yes, they got into a grocery store, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the only non-state store, Pennsylvania state store, because all of our liquor is mostly controlled by the state store. They're starting to open up a little bit for certain things. So this company, Wandering Spirits, is the only non-state store that's inside of a grocery store. So just recently in Pennsylvania, you've been able to buy some wine and things, wine and beer in grocery stores and convenience stores. That was not the case for most of Pennsylvania's liquor history. That just happened pretty recently in the last 10 years. And so I know it's weird for those of you who have states where you can just walk into the grocery store and buy wine. We could not do that. We had to go to the state store. And now we're going to be able to do that. And now it's opening up even more that Wandering Spirits is going to be able to be in a grocery store. So that's exciting for them. And we're excited to have them there. So that'll be on Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. And we hope you'll come over if you're local and hang out with us. I don't know what we're going to be doing. If it's more of a meeting thing than a selling thing, but we might do some little make and takes for kids or something like that if people want to. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen yet. So that is my kind of weekend, and then I'll be at the store on Sunday, and if the store is together enough, maybe I'll do a work with William Sunday. But I did not do a work with William Wednesday. That's for sure. That's for certain yesterday because that was not happening. Let's see. All right.
But we could have watched you sort stuff.
Yeah, you could have watched me just walk around the back and sort of clean and move things around and throw things out. Okay. Carmen is with us. Hello, Carmen. Thanks for joining us today. Cheryl is with us. Hello, Cheryl. Let's see. Harry says we were 79 degrees and sunny. Yeah, it went up to 80 today, but it felt much warmer. It's humid today. Hopefully this rain coming will knock that out. Heather. We have Heather Croft Stewart said this just now popped up on my feed. Well, welcome, Heather. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here. We're just chatting. We do our chat at the beginning, as many of you know. But if you don't know and you're just tuning in, we talk for a lot at the beginning of our lives just to kind of catch up with you every day and check in. And it pretty much is every day, every weekday. And sometimes multiple times, sometimes on the weekends. But we do like to talk because it's important to us that you are our community out there, the AG Bead fam, and we want to get to know you. We want to make sure you're okay. We like to check in on you and have everyone be able to check in on each other and take care of each other. Norma says, sleep. What a concept. I know. I think I finally fell asleep at around 7 a.m. this morning.
He kept getting up and turning stuff on and turning stuff off. And I was trying to sleep.
I was using a TENS unit that shocks, your muscles. And it kept going off. I kept having to turn it back on because I'm having severe neck pain and shoulder pain.
So every 30 minutes,
couldn't sleep.
He's getting up.
Yeah.
It was driving me crazy.
And then in between that, when I was starting to fall asleep, Andrew was getting up and shaking his restless leg syndrome or something. So we were waking each other up as soon as we each fell asleep. It was not a good night.
No, eventually I just went downstairs.
Yeah, he went down to the couch.
Hang out with Gilbert.
And so, yeah, I got to sleep finally around 7 this morning and got up a little late, opened a little late today. But I needed the extra rest. I've also been having upset stomach lately. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not having enough sleep. Maybe it's because I'm eating too many goodies while I'm doing stuff. I don't know. Trying not to have too many goodies, but it's been not a good. The last probably 3 or 4 nights have not been very restful. Oh, there's the rain. It just started raining here. Suzanne says we're either in the high 90s or flooding. Oh no. Oh no. We hope you're okay. We hope you're okay. Heather says hello to you both. Thanks for joining us. Marianne says 65 and sunny today. 65? That's low. That's almost chilly right now. I would like that weather right now. Norma says we're also sunny and 79. Marianne says, sounds like so much fun. I think you mean the Meet the Merchant. I think I saw that comment come up when you. Yeah, I hope it's going to be a fun time. It's kind of, we're not doing any kind of crazy sales or anything like that. It's just a time to come down. A lot of local people in town don't get down to the shops very often because we are mostly open when people are at work. And then on weekends, you're busy doing stuff. So it's a time we're staying open a little bit later. So hopefully the people in town, if they want to come down and get to know us and see what actually is going on with our little building there, they can come and do that. So I hope people come down. I hope it's fun. Norma says, that's a big change for Pennsylvania. The liquor, yes, it is a big change. Marion
Did
says,
she go to school in Pennsylvania?
yeah, she used to be here, I believe, if I remember correctly. Tallulah. You want to see outside. She keeps leaning so hard.
I have to close the window. And take a look at the baby before it goes back.
Oh, it's a Tallulah. It's a Tallulah. Look at the camera. Don't look over this way. Show everybody your pretty face. Show everybody your pretty face.
I'm going to show your tail, your best feature.
Your best feature, your big fluffy tail. And then she's going to curl it up. She's really going to curl it up. Oh my goodness, look at that fluffy tail. Marion says, we don't have state stores, but neither can alcohol be sold in the grocery stores. Whole industry is still controlled by the province. Yeah, it's pretty much Pennsylvania controls most, but it's starting to open up now. So we have state stores and we have licensed beer distributors. And that's where you can get your beer. But you've also been able to buy beer in bars and take it away. And they do wine now, too. It's loosening up a little bit. Harry says, we had the state control years back. Now breweries and winery owners are all over the place. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have your own winery or brewery, you can sell your own stuff. And that's a kind of a change too that started coming in. But if you want to get like wine from France or something like that, you have to go to the state store for that.
They want to play in the rain so bad.
I know those kittens, they love to sit by the window when it's raining. When we don't get in there right away and the rain starts coming in their window, they come and they rush up to it and they sit in it. They're like, I want to be free. I want to be in the rain.
They're over there crying because I closed the window.
Cheryl says, I sure wish you were in our town. Those events sound like so much fun. I know, Cheryl. All you got to do is move to Ligonier and then you're in our town, right? Teresa says, joining in. Hello, Teresa. Thanks for joining us. Heather says, Cheryl, I know how you feel. Atlanta doesn't have much beyond the mart and way out of town bead shops. Yeah, there aren't a lot of bead shops around here either. The rain is making Barnaby sleepy. He just tucked himself in. He put his hand over his head, and he's going to sleep.
Pretty cute.
Pat has joined in. Hello, Pat. Just with an LOL. I don't know what you're laughing at. Sorry. I'm behind in the comments, but welcome, Pat. Let's see. Susan is with us. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining in with us today. Suzanne says, so sweet. Everybody's saying, Tallulah, so sweet. What a sweet face. Susan says, we can buy beer, wine, and hard drinks pretty much anywhere here, and on Sundays too. Yeah, for a long time, our state stores weren't open on Sundays. And in the college community, that was not a fun thing. So they started opening in some towns on Sundays at one point, and then I think they're open Sundays. Most of them are, I think. Marion says, I ran a few errands after work, including picking up an AG package at the post office. I haven't opened yet. I'm glad it got to you this time. And hopefully all is well in that package. We've had good luck
on wood, bro.
Knocking on the wood. Sorry, Barnaby. He's like, what in the world?
Let's see. I'm just gonna go in a different room to keep this up.
So yeah, hopefully all is well in there. I hope so. Marion says we do have private liquor stores. Sandra has joined in from Sweet Pea Gemstones. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, we don't have a ton of lots for you tonight because we've got a lot of stuff to do after this. Andrew's trying to work on some special things for y'all.
See if I ever finish.
If you ever finish. I hope so because they're dang cute.
Maybe.
The ones I've seen so far.
We'll see.
Or at least the beginnings of ones that I've seen so far. Suzanne says my package arrives Saturday. I hope so too. Susan says I'm old. I remember when people used to drive across the river to get their alcohol. I don't know. Harry says one of my favorite things was the sale of growlers, big jugs that they fill with draft beer from the craft breweries. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if they have growlers around here or not. We used to get growlers, Pittsburgh. We used to get growlers of kombucha down in Asheville. That was good. We would grab those and then bring them back and refill them.
We still have them, don't we?
Probably. Unless we may have taken them back. Marianne says there are no rattles, so hopeful. Good, I hope so. Hello, Vanessa. Thank you for tuning in. Heather says, y'all are so much fun. We try to be fun. I feel like I'm not fun today. I feel like I'm about right.
Oh, no.
At any moment.
This is our least, like...
energetic, fun. Like, I'm just like...
Thanks.
I could literally just close my eyes and talk to you like this.
They're like, no.
They're like, this is so exciting.
Stop it, William. Open your eyes. You're putting yourself asleep.
I know, right? Let's see. Norma says, Kentucky still has dry counties. Ironically, Bourbon County is one of them. That's crazy. So what are you all doing out there? What are we having for dinner, Andrew? Leftovers? Or a concoction from a leftover?
Correct.
Creative reuse?
What did we make the other day? We made...
First you made the potatoes and cabbage.
And then I made it into
then a rice soup.
It was kind of like a deconstructed stuffed cabbage.
I was going to say stuffed cabbage or stuffed
like
pepper.
Soup.
Yeah, it was like deconstructed stuffed cabbage soup. So it was cabbage and potatoes and some rice and
with the
tomato-based sauce. And we put in some fake chicken too.
That was the best part.
Ooh, we got
that separate.
We got the fake chicken patties, the Gardein Ultimate. If you are vegetarian, try the Gardein Ultimate.
Those are good.
The chicken patties. They have a spicy one too, which are good, but they give you sometimes tummy troubles because they are spicy. But the regular Ultimate ones are really good. And they have such a good coating, like a crust, a breaded. Oh, and then they soaked up all those juices from the soup.
I like the crunchy. So it got mushy after a while.
I liked it when it got mushy because it really soaked it up. And all that flavor was in there. So we're going to make something from that, I guess, tonight.
There's more left.
I was like, just reheat that and be done. Yeah, so let's see. What are y'all saying? Let's see. Marianne says, stay awake. I want a nap, but expecting a couple of courier packages. I know. I got to stay awake for all of us. Keep us all awake. Because I think a lot of people are a little sleepy today. I don't know what's going on.
Weather.
Yeah, the weather, probably. Suzanne's having spaghetti. That actually sounds really good.
Mm-hmm. We haven't had just like regular spaghetti in a while.
No.
Probably because we're having like every night.
Yeah, for a while we were just like, because it's quick and easy making spaghetti, and we both got a little tired of it. But now it's like,
Sounds
just
good.
some pasta with some sauce and some cheese, maybe grated parm. Done. Sounds good.
In theory, we have bread. We got some kind of bread with stuff on
Oh
it.
yeah, I got a French baguette, an everything, like an everything bagel, but it's an everything French baguette.
That's not really a French baguette.
I
It's
know.
a Walmart French baguette.
Yeah, they call it French baguette, but
it's not.
It's more like an Italian loaf, but they do have an Italian everything loaf that I almost got, but it's wider. So the French baguette, instead of being like baguette size, it's like this wide. And then the Italian.
I had a real French baguette, which isn't even a real French baguette because it was in New York. Yeah, it's not like that.
They're more like a baton. They're like
and
small.
The bread is harder.
It has usually a pretty hard outside, but a super cushiony, pillowy inside. Oh, I could eat that with some butter. But we got, I got also a little bit of brie. So we're going to put the bread in the brie, and we got some apples, and we might do that for a little snack too.
The apples were really good this time.
Yeah, we got apples. Andrew got apples from the Amish farm stand.
They're ginormous.
They are like this big.
They're huge.
And they
I ate one apple, and
he's like, I don't need to eat dinner. But they're the exact taste to me of apple cider. Like they are the apples from an apple cider, like a tart, but pretty tart, but a little bit sweet. But because the last ones we got from them were they felt a little bit old. They were mealy. And
but that's like that kind is always
sometime,
like that.
Yeah. But these are crisp and delicious, and we're gonna maybe put them with some brie and some baguette and see how that goes.
I used to do brie with a little bit of honey and walnuts.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have our openings, and I would serve that.
Yeah, that was good, and I like brie with apricots.
Last night.
I saw you use the milk. We don't drink milk much, and one time the other day, Andrew asked me to get milk because he needed it for something, and so we had pretty much a half a gallon of milk. He only needed a little bit, and we're like, we realized it was still in the refrigerator. We're like, what are we gonna do with this? And so Andrew made a pudding last night.
I used some weird recipe.
Oh boy!
I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
Oh boy! It
So
didn't look. It looked more flan consistency when I looked at it than a pudding.
You know, who knows how this is? I started like separating out, and I was like, "This is not the way."
Oh boy! I'm sure it'll be just fine.
We'll see.
Just fine. Does it taste like chicken? The ultimate chicken? As much as
I haven't had chicken in years.
Yeah, as much as veggie stuff maybe tastes like chicken, it's but they're good. Like they are. You put them. We do them in the oven, and you do them for 11 minutes. Flip them and do 11 minutes again, and they come out crunchy on the outside and juicy, like literally juicy on the inside. They're really good. But they are more expensive, and of course they sell them in packs of 3, not like 4. Like what would be an even 4, 3, but they're worth it once in a while to splurge on. Harry says Cuban sandwiches tonight: smoked pork, ham, bacon, Swiss cheese, and pickles and mustard. Oh, that sounds so good. Boy, smoked pork, ham, and bacon all together.
I used to go to this Cuban place in Brooklyn and get those, and they were so good.
Marianne's having cheesies. It says sheltering.
That's your Thursday night dinner.
Thursday night dinner. Cheesies. Vanessa says the extreme heat makes me sleepy. Me too. I've been sleepy for days.
I think it's because we're also sleep deprived.
Yeah.
That could also be it.
Yes. Norma says I'm having a burger and corn on the cob and peaches. That's another thing when we had, when Andrew made the soup the first time, where the cabbage and potatoes, we had corn on the cob with that. We had like 8 ears each or something like that. It was like, or 6 ears each. I was so like, you don't think corn can fill you up because you're just eating the little corn kernels.
Probably that's why your stomach's upset, because you ate too much.
I maybe eat too much corn. All that sugar and the corn. That's probably why. day. But we had like 6 ears each or something like that. It was crazy. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
It's corn season, so you have to.
Lisa says, I like your beard and mustache, William. Thank you. It's probably going away soon, but I've just been too busy to do anything about it. But thank you. I appreciate that. She also says, brie, bread, and apples. Heaven, right? I think so. Donna says, storm is on its way to us. Must have passed through Latrobe already. Marion says, grapes and pears are so yummy with brie. Yes, used to have pears and brie, and apricots and brie, like an apricot preserve. Ooh, so good. I had that in France. French baguette with fresh French butter and canned, homemade apricot preserves from their apricot tree. So good.
You know that Sarah Beth is really good?
What's Sarah Beth?
That brand of preserves.
Oh, I don't know it, I don't think.
They're really good.
So I technically have the recipe for those preserves somewhere. She wrote it down for me.
Good luck.
I think it's in that drawer.
Good luck.
Susan says, our big meal is at lunch. We had sandwiches called Bada Bings. Homegrown Roma tomatoes and basil, fresh mozzarella, salted, peppered, tossed in balsamic vinaigrette, served on a crusty roll. So it's like caprese, like a caprese sandwich. Sounds good. We just had some of that the other day.
That's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my favorites.
Norma says like a caprese sandwich. Yeah, it's so good and so simple, right? It's just basil, cheese, and tomatoes and some balsamic.
I do a balsamic reduction when I do it, and it takes some of that bite off of the vinegar.
Makes it a little sweeter.
There's a place called Pita Jungle, and they have a version, and they have pita chips that they put in it, and that's pretty good too.
I don't think I've ever had that. Where did you get that?
In Tucson. It was across the street from the show, and it would never get super busy because sometimes at places during the gym shows you would go, and then there's like a gajillion people, and then you have to wait forever, and you're hangry, and it's not great. So that place never used to get like super crazy busy with gym show people, and it was right across the street, and so we'd like gently cry because we're so tired, and then gorge ourselves on Mediterranean food.
Sounds delicious. Marianne says that all sounds good except the basil. I love
you don't like basil.
Love basil or basil, whatever you want to say.
Basil.
Basil.
Do you say basil or basil?
Me, personally,
basil.
I say basil. I haven't converted that one.
I only say basil if that's somebody's name.
Yeah. Like Faulty Towers. Heather says having calf liver, onions, and smashed potato gravy. Ooh. I used to like liver and onions before we went vegetarian. It was one of my favorite things. It's been a long time since I've had that. Because I had to watch. If I ate too much of that, I have tummy troubles too, but I loved it so much. Marion says, I'm a cheesy addict. I can understand why. Vanessa's cereal tonight. Simplicity during the week.
Who is it?
Vanessa. Sounds good.
We don't eat a lot of cereal.
No.
I don't think I've eaten cereal in years, probably.
I used to get cereal. Maybe it was when we were at the apartment. I used to get cereal once in a while.
So that's been
7 years or so.
Years.
Yeah, something like that.
I think we had cereal at Touchstone one of the mornings.
I didn't. Maybe you did.
Oh, well. It goes away.
Yeah. Because I haven't had milk in a long time
I like
either.
it, but I just never think about it.
I know. I like cereal a lot. Susan says there was an 80s Canadian band called Martha and the Muffins who had a song named Cheesies and Gum.
That's your dinner.
Let's see here.
If you didn't
Oh,
see,
Diane is here. Hello, Diane.
I'm still in that competition. I dropped down to second.
Yeah, Andrew's down to second place. So if you don't know what we're talking about, Ava Motherwell from the Whole Bead Show has a little challenge going on. She sent out some kits to some of her favorite people, and they are to make something, or they already did make something out of those kits. And Andrew made something, and she has it up until the 12th. You can vote until the 12th, and by vote we mean like Andrew's photo in that post. So if you go to the Whole Bead Show on Facebook, there is a post, I think it's pinned to the top. There's a post that shows all the designs. Andrew's is one of the first pictures up there. And if you click the like or make it a heart, make it love, you vote for his piece. He's currently in second place again. He rose to the top and he's falling back down.
They had their live today, so that's probably why.
Got them with the live. So if you
100,000 followers
compared to our 8,200, thank you all for following us.
Small but mighty.
Small but mighty, right? So yes.
Maybe we'll make mugs that say small but
small
mighty.
but mighty, AGB fam.
Hopefully we'll be large and mighty.
Large and mighty. We like that better.
Great.
But yeah, so if you didn't vote for him yet, please go over there and vote. Tell your friends to vote. We want number one. We want to be number one. And by we, I say Andrew's going to be number one. That's what we want. I had no part in the making of that. Let's see here. Oops. Everything skipped. Sorry. Oh, Susan says, excuse me, Cheesies and Gum. It was the name of the song. And Marianne says, Cheesies and Gum. I will have to see if I can find it. Marianne says, basil. Basil. Teresa had cottage cheese, tuna fish, gerb seeds, and fruit. That sounds pretty good. I used to like tuna a lot. I used to put green beans, tuna, and cheese together and with some Italian dressing as a quick snack. It was good. Now I don't have tuna. I don't eat tuna. Susan says, Vanessa, I'm copying what you're doing for dinner. Sounds good, right? Heather said, it's a special treat for me, the liver. Yes, it's a good treat. Hello, Danette. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, right?
Did you see our timeline and see some of the pictures from the renovation? Did everybody see the pictures of the in progress?
Oh, the back room?
Mm-hmm.
I shared that on William Tries Things. Did we share it onto the... Did you share it to Allegory Gallery?
Mm-hmm. I know I shared it to my personal.
To your personal, and I shared it to my William Tries Things page. Is my photo of the day for one of the days. But yeah, if you go to my William Tries Things page on Facebook, you'll see the in progress photo.
That was tidied up, by the way.
It's been tidied up a lot since then.
No, but that picture was tidied up.
Oh yeah, that one was even better than it was.
Because it looked way worse before that.
Yeah, we were like hours into it. And I'm like, we didn't even take a picture of before and after. So
that's like one of the meetings we were supposed to record it, and we got so caught up in it that we didn't record it. And then at the very end, we're like, oh,
oops. No, I don't like basil, says Marianne. Savory is my herb of choice. Yummy and fried taters. Savory. What is savory?
Herb.
I've never had that that I know of. Maybe it's called something else. Called something else? I don't know. Oops.
You don't really see that one as much.
Not here. Norma says, "Oh no, guess we aren't allowed to vote twice, huh?" No, do not vote twice because that takes your vote away when you hit that button twice.
But if you want to have your friend, significant other,
yeah, get everyone.
Cats.
You got a cat profile, go like it.
If Mischief has a cat profile.
Marianne says you can if you have 2 accounts.
Use them all. Caught.
Right.
I'm going to get in trouble for a voter fraud.
Danette says, I keep trying to pay my invoice and I keep getting messages. Something went wrong. I tried with 2 cards.
Square is down.
Square is down today. They've been down since at least 3 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if they're back up yet. If you've just recently tried, probably not. I could not log into our dashboard, and I could not accept cards at the store. So that's why I didn't.
Pretty big news, and you just kind of skipped over.
Yeah, I meant to say that. I had it in my head to say that in the beginning in case, because I was going to talk about, I invoiced almost everyone. But if some of you didn't get invoices, it kind of happened when I was doing invoices. I got some out and some not. So I got most of everybody's, but if you sent in an email probably today, I did not get that done. All right, because you would have been up higher in the or lower, higher, later in the list. So it's not your cards. It's not gonna work unless they fixed it, but it's not gonna work.
Where'd you put my cutters?
I don't have your cut. What are you talking about?
They look like this.
I didn't put anything anywhere. My
thread shears. Oh.
There they are. Under the keyboard.
I didn't do it.
I moved the keyboard. I moved the keyboard on my desk.
Our desk now. My room got converted, so this our room.
You have a whole cottage. What are you talking about? Your room got converted. It got converted into another building.
Especially when you climb up on there and you start painting this.
Yeah.
That's the other news. You didn't tell them about that, did you?
We talked about that the other day.
Did everybody go that live?
No. First, let's finish talking about what we're talking about. Square is down. So you may have gotten invoices. You may have not. I think only one person didn't get an invoice that I have ready to set up to go. So everybody should be invoiced so far for these TB lots. I'm trying to do it every night. I missed doing it last night, so I did it this morning. But I'm trying to do it often so y'all know where you got what you're spending, so it's easier for you to track.
Did y'all see how he sassed me?
That's called sass, everybody. So much sass over here. Hello, Susie. Thanks for tuning in.
My heart hurts now.
Oh, yeah, sure it does. Trying to guilt trip me. That's a guilt trip, everybody.
Lay down in the bed.
That's a guilt trip. He's like, I'm so hurt. I got to lay down. I can't be near you anymore.
I need to rest my weary head.
His weary heart from being hurt so hard.
Correct. I need to find a way. So I like the later lives, but it pushes our evenings up.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And so by the time I get to work, it's already 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already exhausted and beat down tired. And then so
yeah.
It's kind of throwing us for a loop, I think. But
yeah, plus the store stuff, moving the back room. Mm-hmm. In the extreme, I'm going to say extreme. It's not extreme for some of you, but here, extreme heat.
Y'all might have seen us walking down the street with
carrying a giant shelving unit
because it wouldn't fit in our van, so we had to carry it.
Hoof it up the hill, through the cemetery.
I said, he's going to go out in the daytime. I said, it's hot, William. Wait till the sun goes down. And then also, it was
still hot.
I saw this person. They were going to look like they were going to stop and chat. And I made this look that said, back up, don't talk,
Andrew
don't
says,
stop it.
I got things to do.
Mm-hmm. I said, who will stop somebody when they're trying to carry they are visibly exerting
Yeah,
themselves.
we're lifting like it's normally a fairly short walk to the store from our house, but not when you're carrying a shelving unit. So we're like trying to hold it, trying to get there as quickly as we can because we got other stuff to do.
And there isn't like a good place to hold it. So like he was holding it and it was like hitting the backs of his arms.
Yeah, I was taking these tiny little short steps because it was hitting the back of my legs because I couldn't go back. So I'm taking these tiny steps, which if you've taken tiny steps quickly, you might know your calves they start burning. So then I tried to readjust, which only made it worse for him.
Because it was shoving the shelf back into my arms while I was trying to carry it.
So then we switched back to front, and then we tried to match up our steps so that it wouldn't.
It worked better that way because I was holding it further back from my body.
Yeah, and it was also we were just matching up steps, which helped us move at the same time. And not
he was keeping it too close to his body.
I couldn't hold it out any further. I had it held out his back as far as I could.
I think maybe my arms move a little bit more flexible.
Maybe. Yeah, because I was holding out as far as I could, and I could not get it away from me.
Your arms are also bigger than mine, so maybe that's what it
is. But yes, so we did that. We're painting the cottage at some point. That's part of all this fundraiser stuff too.
You haven't launched into that officially.
Not officially, but we're trying to raise money to do painting the exterior of the cottage, and we think we've decided on a dark green.
We were gonna do a dark blue, but the roof is green. It's a green metal roof.
Yeah. So it'd be a little bit weird. It could work. But then we thought maybe we'll do a rainbow. And then we're like, that's a lot of paint.
Or we do it blood red.
Which it kind of is now, or probably was before it faded.
Yeah, maybe before it faded, but it's not anymore.
No.
It's like it looks like a Christmas town.
I think I like the idea of the green, the dark green. Blend in more with the surrounding green grass in the forest.
They probably painted it red before so you knew to stop.
You could see it, yeah. Because it is right after kind of a forested drive. So it's hard to see if you're coming from Johnstown before you're already past it.
If you're coming from Ligonier, there's a hill at some point and you can see it from far away actually.
Yeah, but if you're coming the other way, you need to look for it. Barnaby.
Are people getting bored with our talk?
I don't know, probably.
How many people we got watching?
22. Marion said, saw the progress pics. Danette said, I saw the backroom progress. It will be worth it when it's done. I think so. Mm-hmm. Norma saw them. It is. Suzanne saw a cat towel, Barnaby towel.
I'm going to say hi to Cinnamon.
I know.
He said, where my woman?
Where my woman? Oh my goodness. The personalities we give to our children are pretty interesting sometimes.
He is so sassy.
Barnaby.
You don't even know.
Barnaby, he's a super sassy little millennial.
Is he a millennial?
I don't know.
What's the one that's now?
Gen Z.
Is it?
You a Gen Z?
I can't keep track.
Diane says, oh no, Square needs to get it together by Saturday. They need to get it together by tomorrow. Because I got an offline sale that needs to go through before they cancel the offline sale.
It needs to go today.
Right. Danette says, nope, Square isn't back up. Thank you. I just didn't want to miss out. Suzanne says, I keep getting notices that my package is shipped. If you're getting charged every text, that is kind of pricey. No, we don't.
Not for that.
Not for that.
For SMS, we do.
Well, that would be text. But if you put in your email to Shopify, it'll send you usually an email notification. But if you only have your text in there, your phone number, it will send you a text. But that's included in our Shopify plan. The things that are not included, are our text newsletters. So that we get charged for. And anytime you reply to anything on that text newsletter, we get charged for your reply. That's why we don't use it to communicate back and forth too often.
No, because it adds up.
It adds up. So,
especially when it's like somebody sends an emoji.
Yeah, we get charged for that emoji, which we love to hear from you, but we get charged for that. And if you are shopping in our store and you look at something and you put it in your cart, but you don't check out, you might get a text message if you're signed up for that. And we get charged for those too.
The reminders?
Yeah.
That's called an abandoned cart reminder. Don't get freaked out. It's natural.
What?
Isn't that called an abandoned cart reminder?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And it's telling them don't get freaked out. It's not like we're Big Brother or anything.
No. No.
Somebody saw one of those and they got real scared, like we were spying on them. I was like, I barely know how to turn the computer on at this point, so you don't have to worry about me spying nothing.
Yeah, and if you don't like those, pretty much go into your web browser and clear the cookies from allegorygallery.com, and it won't know that you were there. I think it's because I did.
Private browsing, can you do that on that?
Private browsing you can do too, but if you want to put something in your cart, you would need to sign in. And that's the thing is, if you have an account with us, you can, I think, check out without an account, but we didn't force you to create an account. But if you do create an account and you put something in your cart, then it definitely knows you from the account information.
It makes it easier.
It does.
Because I have a couple places that I do Shopify account shopping with it, and it makes it way easier.
Yeah, it does.
Because sometimes like something will happen, like I'll get into a meeting or something, and that information gets raptured from my brain.
You didn't finish checking out. And
I done forgot, and who am I, where am I, what am I doing with my life? And then generational trauma, and then they just did a study that they said that people with different forms of trauma have memory loss. And selective memory loss.
I'm sure I do.
And I was like, look, that's your life.
There are some things I don't want to remember and some things I just don't remember.
So it's nice to get a reminder every once in a while.
Pat says, are the tools for sale large or regular size? Our tool buyout, they are regular size for what they are. They're metalworking tool. I'm guessing that's what you're asking us for the buyout.
Are you asking for you to buy or for us to buy?
We're not selling the tools that we're buying.
We're
buying the tools.
So this is money for us to buy them.
Yeah, this is a fundraiser for us to buy the tools for our metal shop and new metal business.
But if you want the one, she's got a couple extra sets, and it's NC Black.
Susan says, you could have called me. I would have helped you guys. With the move? Oh, with carrying the thing? That's okay. Thank you, though.
No, that'll make it harder.
Yeah, sometimes it's just easier to do it. But
also,
but we appreciate
you see a new side.
You don't want to see that side of Andrew.
A little bit bossy.
I don't like seeing that side of Andrew sometimes.
I thought you loved me for all of me. Like, no.
I love you cumulatively. Your good qualities outnumber the others. How's that?
Real nice.
Real nice, right?
First time Mercury retrograde.
Danette says, I think it was a blood red color many, many years ago.
Let's do it.
Suzanne says, Cinnamon says hi, Barnaby. He's sleeping now on my leg, balancing precariously.
Drooling on your leg, probably.
Yeah, he drools. I broke down and ate a quick mixed green salad, says Susan. Does YouTube do closed captioning? Only after the fact for lives. They do it if you upload a video because it processes all that. But during the lives, only Facebook, I think, does closed captioning. Hello, Janice. Thanks for tuning in.
If we run it through Zoom, it will. I've learned how to do that this past couple days.
Nice.
Some of the captions is wild, though.
Diane says, sounds like Andrew had his pushy pants on.
That's called regular pants.
This is regular pants. Oh. Marianne says, for better, for worse, William.
Correct.
I know I'm in it now, right?
It.
That's what he always tells me. You picked it. Diane says, we tell my mom she has her pushy pants on when she gets bossy. LOL. Does she like that?
I'm a natural leader, though.
He's a natural leader.
People usually come to me for leadership advice.
Barnaby.
Like staying quiet.
Staying quiet. Talking me and Barnaby
quiet.
talking together over here. Oh, come on, Barn. Oh, okay. He's got to do work. All right, let's flip this around before I pass out.
And the people.
And you never see anything. You're like, what are we doing? I'm going to start really free associating soon. So
we're gonna start the dream time up in here.
So let's get this started. Let's flip this camera around with our rudimentary flipping of the camera.
Ligonier 2023.
Okay. Flipping the camera. Trying to flip the camera back. Ultra wide camera. Okay. The camera has been flipped. So now we get to business, y'all. If you'd like to purchase anything from this video, the banner is scrolling across the bottom for all the instructions, but we'll go over it right now real quick. We are going to give you a piece of paper with each lot that shows the lot number and the price. If you would like that lot, address an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Put the lot number that you would like in the subject line and send it to us. On that piece of paper might also be a number circled in the bottom right-hand corner. That tells you how many of that lot we have available. So if you see, for example, a 4 circled and you want 2 strands, for example, go ahead and put that lot number times 2 in the subject line and let us know. Otherwise, we're going to assume you just want 1. All right. And if you forget all that, again, it's scrolling at the bottom of this video. Let's get started. We left off yesterday with TB95. We're going to go with TB96. Marion says there's a glare in the middle. There's always a glare somewhere in here. So we're just going to ignore that, Marianne. We're just going to ignore the glare. We'll work around it. All right. So TB96, these are $20 a strand, and these are AAA grade citrine. There are, as you can see, 5 strands available at that price. AAA grade citrine. I feel like it's dark over here.
Because it is.
It is dark.
Maybe open the grapes. Did that help?
Did that help?
Our house is like, for some reason, super dark.
Marianne says, limits my drooling. Nah, we're not going to limit that. You got that here. So I just want to show you, this is the suggested retail price of these. $38.80.
Is this better?
It's a weird number, but there we go. $38.80. There. Andrew's going to fix it for you, Marianne.
I want you to be happy.
He wants you happy in your heart.
Where's the piece of wood? Will this work for color balance, or is this too distracting?
That's not the right color, probably, but we'll try it. That's too green.
That made it worse.
Yeah, you need a brown, a tan.
Barnaby, where are you?
I know. So $38.80 is their, I don't know why $38.80, but that's their suggested retail. We're giving it to you for $20 a strand.
Did that help?
Turn this light on too, see if that helps. Does that help? That's a little better. It's going to cast some more shadows, but that's better, I think, in color. Okay, glare gone, right? So there we go. AAA grade citrine, normally 38. We probably would have put that at 38. I think that's what we had it at before. Doing a discount, $20, y'all. $20.
That is nice, and it's not. So a lot of times citrine is being. They make amethyst. They heat it up and they put it in the oven, and they bake it, and then they call that citrine. Which in theory it is, because that's what happens in the Earth, you know, except instead of it being a heat that comes from the Earth, it's from, you know, Mother Nature.
Right.
So, but it does make a different kind of color. It makes it more kind of orangey. So this is a more natural
This
citrine.
is an earth-made citrine.
To my knowledge.
Right.
Usually if you get one of those ones that's baked, it's got a lot of white and like a burnt orange color.
So there you go, TB96, $20, 5 of them available. If you'd like one, address an email to info@allegorygallery.com, put TB96 in the subject line, and hit send. You can either wait till the end to send all of your requests at once, but that's the way that you might miss out on something. If you want to try and get it as quickly as possible, send those emails as quickly as possible. TB97. We have 3 of these. I don't know if you can see that. It's a 3. These originally we had priced at $38. We're giving you a nice discount today for the fundraiser for $32 only. And these are a wonderful quatrefoil in tiger eye, in the yellow tiger eye. So these are a quatrefoil shape. It's also faceted in this brilliant, beautiful tiger's eye. Isn't that beautiful? I think so. I love tiger eye. So here you go. There are 3 strands available. They are not 3 for 32. They are 32 each, but if you want more than one, you can request it. But there's also a better chance of getting one of these when there are multiples, right? Because somebody may not beat you out. It is all first come, first serve. So first person to get that email into our inbox, and that's how we do it. Whatever arrives to our inbox, we take it by however the server brings it in. They should bring it in. It's all time stamped, and first come, first serve. So the first 3 people, or the first person who wants 3, or the first 2 if somebody wants 2 and somebody wants 1. You know how it works. You get it. TB97. TB98 are these quatrefoils, again, but an amethyst this time. Beautiful amethyst. Was $38. That was our retail price. Now we're giving them to you at $32 if you'd like. There are 3 of these available in the amethyst. And I'll show you, just kind of show you all 3 strands here so you can see. They're all delightful. There you go, the quatrefoils. TB98, only $32 a strand. Definitely worth it. These are beautiful pieces. Beautiful shape. TB99. This is pre-night. It's a lovely pre-night. There are 2 of these available. Let me show you those. Look at that one. That's a goodie right there. Cheryl says gorgeous, right? Susan says went over to Facebook. We're also watching a show about Cleopatra. That's nice. I think. Where is that show about Cleopatra? I think, did I see something about that? Is that something new or is it an older show? So this is the pre-night in the quatrefoils. Oh, hey, Lennis. She says, "Gah, I know I shouldn't have looked." Doing good prices on these. Down from 38. That's our normal retail on these. Down to 32. Got 2 strands available.
Happy anniversary.
It's an anniversary time. Happy anniversary.
Some gingerbread.
Ooh, nice. I don't think I saw that.
You know what I've been seeing today is Michelle.
Michelle, I haven't heard from Michelle. She's not been on.
Hopefully everything's okay.
I hope so. She commented on my William Tries things, I think, today. So I think she's okay. I think that was today.
What about Bonnie Francis? I haven't seen her pop up lately. I know this is a busy time of year, though.
Yeah, I think she claimed something recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in one of these. So she must be doing the after watching. Yeah. Lena says thanks and happy birthday.
I've got a couple more weeks.
Just a little bit. This is citrine.
It's my birthday month. So.
Right. This is citrine in the quatrefoils, $32 a strand, 2 available if you like these. These would go really nice with those citrine we showed you at the beginning. Get them both.
It is the best month of the year.
This is the best month. Danette says, Andrew, I watched the live from yesterday and your cancer story moved me. Miracles happen all the time.
Thanks for watching.
And Marianne says, there is a newer one about Cleopatra by Jada Pinkett Smith. I thought so. That's right. I remember that now. Is that the one you were watching?
What is that?
We're talking about, I think Susan said she moved over to Facebook because they were watching a thing about Cleopatra. And I wasn't sure if it was, because I thought there was a newer one out, and then Marianne confirmed.
Is it the one with Gal Gadot in it? Wonder Woman?
I don't know.
You know her?
I know her. I don't know anybody.
You know Gal Gadot.
This is labradorite.
Well, you don't know her.
No, I don't know her.
We don't know her, a lot of celebrities.
This is labradorite in the quatrefoil shape, $32. Only 1 strand of this left.
I love those.
I know. Such a fun shape. Some of them are a little bit, they didn't get shaped quite exactly because of the way the stone is, but
that's all right.
Yep.
What's the name of that company that was doing all those quatrefoils? The jewelry company?
I do not know.
Is it, oh, y'all know what I'm about. It's one of those famous people. It's not Tiffany. Could be Tiffany. I don't think it's Tiffany. Or maybe Dior, maybe.
I don't know. I didn't see that, I don't think. They were doing...
The whole thing with quatrefoils was kind of a couple of years ago, maybe. But, making stuff up. Was Amanda watching today?
I haven't seen Amanda come in yet, I don't think.
What? Wicked Witch of the East? You missed that, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody was identifying as a Wicked Witch of something. Somebody said that they're a Wicked Witch of the South. One of them said Wicked Witch of the West. I'm like, guess that makes me Southwest Pennsylvania. Don't roll off the tongue quite as easy, does it?
All right, everybody. We are These are gray moonstone. There are 3 strands available. I'm going to show you all 3 here just to mesmerize you a little bit. And this is TB102. These are $18 each, 3 available. The suggested retail on these, by the way, is $26.80.
Did you tell them how you got a onesie for to match the cat?
No, that's going to be for the Halloween show.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I got a onesie to match our cat. Ida Bell. She's all black. And so I got
she looks like a little
bat onesie. We'll see. I might wear it for a Halloween show. So this is AAA grade gray moonstone, $26.80 normally, down to $18. We were charging $24. We even cut that down to $18 per strand. You don't get all 3 strands. Yeah, Andrew's trying. We're trying to entice you.
I got invited to Pentaculum, and one's like so great, and then that's thing we have to pay for.
Oh, we have to pay for that too?
Yeah, I told you about that. Enjoy. The money is due at the end of the month. So
oh, didn't know that. That's news to me.
It's also news to me because I just found out.
All right, next up here we have some agate, blue agate, baby blue agate, TB103. We did have them at $12, giving them to you at $10. These are faceted rounds, and oh, I do have calipers. I think these are 6mm. They are 6.
Everything's 6mm, so everything would coordinate.
6mm. These are beautiful light blue colors. My color balance is a little off right now, so they still look good, I think, on the screen, though.
Is Ann Schroeder watching?
I have not seen Ann. It might be too early for Ann yet.
Oh, no.
See, we can start to learn your schedules, everybody.
Yeah. If I don't see somebody for a while, like Helen, I'm gonna have to email her and be like, "You alive?" I don't see the orders though, so I don't know if people are watching on the replay, and I don't really check the data for that, the analytics. So I don't know if people watch on the replay. Because for a while, there's a couple of people like Ann Mergel and.
I haven't seen Ann pop up. Jermaine just ordered today.
Well, that's good.
I know that because that's the invoice I couldn't get out. One of them I couldn't get out today. Okay, next up, there are 2 lots available. You're going to get 1 of these. We cut them down by size, so they're a little bit different, but these are the same price. If you prefer the larger or the smaller, you can let us know. We can try our best to get you the one you want. This is TB104. There are 2 available. Used to be $20 each, now $18. This is hand-carved, authentic true carnelian. From Afghanistan. Beautiful hand-carved. You get 4 beads for $18. The hand-carved stuff sometimes is a little expensive. These are a good price.
Well, let me just tell you, if I hand-carve anything, it's going to be more than that.
Right. Would you sit there and take the time to carve a stone and charge less than that? No. Would not. Would not.
And the Cindy's, what happened to the Cindy's? I hope Cindy's okay, the one that was supposed to come here.
She's been in touch. Cindy Motes. They're coming on the. I just confirmed with Jen and wrote back to her. I hope the email went through. We were having internet issues too today.
Mercury retrograde thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah, because I really. It seemed like every other time I had to go to like a new Facebook page or check something, the internet went out. Oh, Anne's here. I'm half watching. So Anne is around.
Ann Schroeder.
Yep. Ann Schroeder. All right. Next up, we have slightly larger. Anne says just a few minutes ago.
When is your animal auction, Anne?
Did you hear that, Anne? Andrew asked, when is your animal auction?
Not like you're auctioning off livestock, but she does a fundraiser to raise money for animal shelter.
So these are the two available on these at $24. They were $26. We dropped them down to $24. These are a larger. These are real carnelian hand carved beads from Afghanistan. All right, so two available, $24 each. Again, the sizes are a little bit, they're different because they're all hand carved, they're all hand done, but also they had to be separated by size. Ah, Lena says, "Hi, Ann. I wore a necklace of yours yesterday and sent you good vibes."
Good.
Marianne says, "One courier package delivered, one more to go. Good vibes, good vibes." Do y'all like the hand carved stuff? I love the hand carved stuff.
Dude, that's my love language.
Okay, these ones, TB106, they used to be $25. They are now $22. And they are these little, they kind of look like a beehive or something to me, but they're a little drop. They're hand carved carnelian.
Shells.
They look like shells too, yeah.
I made a cool little towel and a necklace out of those.
I think it's so cool when you have something hand carved that you know somebody did it. Somebody had their literal hands on it. TB106, $22 each. There are 6 of them available. Anne says they haven't announced a date yet for the fall one. It's usually late October or early November.
No, just keep us in the loop.
Yeah, let us know. Help publicize. We like to help.
I would like to win the lotto and then I can help a lot.
I know, right? Marianne says, "I love those carnelians." Thank you. I do too. I do too. Okay, Andrew, remind me this. Is this serpentine?
To my knowledge, yeah.
So we have these. These are $14 a strand. We have 8 strands available. These are hand carved serpentine.
I love those so hard.
Like, I love the design. I love the color. They'd go great with Roman glass.
They're slightly matte finish. They're almost glow. They've got that kind of, they look like they would taste like a good gummy.
Right. So here you are. There's 4 sample ones. There are 8 strands available at $14 each. We used to charge $18 for these, down to $14 now for all of you for the fundraiser.
I get some tools, y'all.
Right? They go back into the store. If they go in the online store, they're going back up to retail.
I talked to Andrea this morning and gave her a status update.
That's good.
I'm planning to go down maybe on the way back from Airmont. So we gotta get down running before the beginning of October. We got a little bit of time.
You got a little bit of time.
But we also have other things to buy, so
And pay for.
I mean.
Yeah.
One of our friends are retiring, and they have the houses. I could probably, if I wound up my arm enough, I probably could take a rock and hit the cottage with it. And I was like, ooh, and they're talking about how they're moving to Florida, and I was like, oh, I like where we live, but sometimes it'd be nice to be close to the cottage where I could just like walk over.
Yeah. You just need to put a tiny house next to the cottage and move.
Who, us?
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends how things go.
So this is TB108. There's only one of these, this particular size, $20 for this strand, hand-carved carnelian. Marion says, "I love the green ones too. I have them, but not used them yet."
Aren't they good and gummy?
They are good. They are good.
Y'all do it like? Do you test your or like measure or rate your beads on how yummy and like gummy like they look? Like I was like, that looks like it would taste good.
Tasty.
Like that would be like a kiwi fruit gummy.
This is your notice. Do not eat the beads, everybody.
Yeah, correct. Do not.
We may talk about beads like food, but do not consume the beads.
You know, did I ever tell you the story about when I know William knows this story because I put a sign in the store. But when we first opened the store, I was there mostly by myself, and somebody came in and they started licking the beads. I had to put a sign up in the store that said, "Don't lick the beads."
This is TB109, $22, one strand in this size.
I also had to put a sign up that said, "Don't try to force your hand into these tiny little, like they're not bracelets, y'all."
Yeah. We have many signs still in the store that say, "Surprise, these are not bracelets."
And people still try to force their hands in it. I was like, do you think that there's it's like a TARDIS or something that's like bigger on the inside?
Not gonna happen.
Because it's like a ring that's like 2 inches around.
But I tell you, I'm about ready to make all of our strands into bracelets, and then I can sell them for even more.
Maybe.
People are like, "Oh, this is a nice bracelet for that price." I'm like, it's because it's not a bracelet for that price. It could be. Yeah. Closed captioning came up with licking the bees. Well, buzzy bees.
That too.
Don't lick those bees either. So we have a lot of these. We have 8 of these.
Me too.
We have TB110. These were $16. This is the only probably time you're ever going to see 50% off here at Allegory Gallery. Because we don't keep. Wait. I know, $8 a strand. $8 a strand. This is gray agate.
He done got wild. That thunderstorm that made him crazy.
It's like gray, like the thunderstorm. I said, let's do a good price. Let's do a good price. So
heat in the brain.
I do have the heat in the brain, probably.
He does. You know, he runs hot. Like I've never heard. If you ever meet him in real life, the people who haven't met him, he is so hot. And when he's hot, I'm cold. And when I'm hot, he's cold. I don't know how that works.
I know.
You'd think
we're supposed to just balance each other out, I guess.
You think it's like the people who sync up their period cycles. You think you
sync up your temperatures?
Your core temperature.
No, we do not.
Nah.
Oh, there's Amanda. She just joined us.
Oh, hi.
Marion says, I don't think of beads in food terms usually, although you did have that eggplant yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't.
Anybody get that?
I don't know. So these are gray agate. They're beautiful beads. They are, I think 8 millimeter. We have 8 strands available at $8 each. If people don't take these, I don't know what to say. Half price, everybody.
I love those.
They're such a good stormy gray. Like, you need a good stormy gray. This color is not looking good on the camera as nice as it is in person.
You know, agate doesn't get a lot of love. People just think, I find that on the dirt. And you know what? It's so pretty.
You can also find sapphires in the dirt if you're walking in the right place.
I don't know. You can find anything anyway.
Right.
If you find diamonds in South Africa, don't bend down to pick it up. You get shot. Did you hear about that? How
no.
There's these roads that goes through the diamond country. And if you get off that road, there are these towers with snipers. And there's all these signs that say don't get off the road. And if you bend down, you get shot.
They're like, you don't pick anything up around here.
So you drop some, you just keep walking.
Keep on keeping on.
I can see it now, though. I probably dropped something. Hello? Hello, excuse me. May I pick this up?
I dropped my phone.
I was taking a picture of the cheetah.
Amanda says, I love agate. Marion says, I love agates.
Me too.
Next up, quartz.
I love quartz too.
These are shorty strands of quartz.
I love those.
Aren't they awesome? These are $22 a strand.
I kept those for myself. Some for myself, y'all.
Andrew stash.
Correct. I'm not gonna share it either.
We normally charge $25. You can get part of these at $22.
They are kind of spendy, but you know.
Yeah, they're $6. There's 6 of them available. They're $22 each.
That guy, I said, well, what if I asked if they're old. I said, are these old? And he said, if these were old, I would not be here. Because apparently those are like $20,000 if they're the original.
Yeah, these are a kind of reproduction to make them look like they're the ancient quartz. But if they were, and we sold a strand of them, we would be able to do all the toll buyouts.
Mm-hmm.
But we wouldn't have been able to afford it in the beginning, but hey.
You never know. Maybe you find it.
All right, next up, we have a shorty strand. Only one shorty strand of these with 3 instead of 4, and I did give you a really good deal, $15 for the shorty strand.
What?
I know. Mathematically, I think this is a much better deal than the others, but I said, hey, who cares? Let's give them a good deal on the one. So there you go, TB 112.
You know, in theory, we probably should raise prices to do a tool buyout.
Raise the prices,
Instead of charging
less than we would normally charge.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with us?
That's why we're raising money to do a tool buyout instead of just buying the tools.
Somebody said that one time you were having a sale and you're in this group, and they says, you know, the people only have sale. They jack up the price and then they have the sale. I was like, obviously this person doesn't have an online store because they don't realize that you have to change those prices all one at a time.
Yeah, it's not easy.
For all 1,000 products for a couple hours.
So this is TB113. These are hand-carved bone. Some of the last hand-carved bone we have around. $10 for the lot of 10. So only $1 each. $1 each. I think we charge $1.50 at least in the store for these now.
Supposedly the cows, they're sacred, and so they don't kill the cows for the bone. But I don't know if they just made that up. They said that they get the bones in the field. And I was like, how many cows are in this field?
TB 114. What is this?
That is a Venetian glass.
Venetian? Then I gave you a really good price, I think, on this. $14.
What? Nah.
It was like, nah.
Well, you already said it. Usually that's 2 beads would be $14.
So there you go, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Andrew wasn't pricing with me today.
No, I wasn't feeling good.
There you go. You got some really good deals today. $14 for that.
Somebody gets it and they can use it.
It's a good deal. If nobody buys anything, you should buy that. Venetian glass. This beautiful curvy with a gold inside.
That looks Sandra flavored.
It looks Sandra flavored.
Doesn't that look Sandra flavored?
Sandra, is that Sandra flavored?
Is she watching?
Mm-hmm.
She's by the beach.
Yeah, she likes that stuff, right?
That's the good stuff. Like a mermaid on the beach would wear that.
There you go.
In Venice.
And the last one for tonight. I told you it was a short show, even though we've been going about almost an hour and a half. We don't know the definition of short. We have some multi-stone strands.
They're faceted rondelles.
Faceted rondelles.
And dyed.
And dyed. They're $12 a strand.
And don't ask me what stone that is, because I don't know.
It's dyed stone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a dyed jade or something. I don't know. It doesn't look like jade because there's
color.
some. They got good color and there's some clarity. I don't know. There's some clarity in some of them. So
they're nice.
They're very nice and they're very colorful.
The one I thought it was like a ruby and emerald strand, but then I was like, what's this yellow business?
Yeah. But these are nice. 2 available at $12 each. That's like what the Rastafarian colors, right?
I think there's black.
Black in there too. We don't have that. But there you go. Norma says, love, love, love Venetian glass. So that's Norma flavored.
I'm trying to think what we got.
All right, everybody. That's it. We got to go eat. And then
so William can go.
So I can go back to the store and go to work again.
I'm not going.
Andrew says, just so you know, William, I'm saying it on live. I'm not going with you.
I have my own stuff I have to do for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's okay.
I want to go to the art opening tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it.
What art opening?
At Contemporary Craft.
Oh.
The climate change show. It's also a meetup for the Mellis Collective. So I can talk to Stacy and Todd all night.
No one else?
I'm sure they'll love it.
Oh boy.
I attach myself like a barnacle to them.
Do you?
You're there. You see it.
I do see it. They're fun though.
I know. I wonder if they get tired of me though. They're like, oh, here it goes.
Wonder if they think this. Wonder if they get tired of us.
I don't know. I would say.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm probably like, I'm done now. Bye.
Amanda says, I've learned a lot about beads from your lives, William and Andrew. That's good. We like when people learn. We like to share the knowledge.
What is something you learned recently?
He's going to quiz you now. It's the quiz time. You didn't know that was the quiz section of this program.
Maybe you'll get a prize.
Suzanne is like, have a great evening, everyone.
Peace
out. And says, thank you. Have a good dinner. Thank you all for tuning in. I just spun it around mostly to say thank you. And we hope you have a great evening or morning or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And we will see you back here. Well, Andrew will see you back here tomorrow. I will be at work and then at a pottery throwdown. Not a throwdown, but like that.
Like that. You're going to be out in the woods.
I'll be out in the woods, putting pottery into a big
You better tell them
kiln.
That you didn't sleep very much so that they don't,
I'm like,
you don't light the place on fire.
Please don't make me do this. All right. Marianne says, package 2 delivered. See, just in time, Marianne. I'm glad we could get you through it. Right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have an amazing time, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
See ya.